Once upon a time, American gardens were bursting with colors and flavors that most of us have never even heard of. Your grandparents relied on a stunning variety of vegetables that grew easily, stored well, and tasted better than anything we know today. But over time, these heirloom vegetables quietly vanished and were replaced by mass-produced varieties in supermarkets. In this video, we're digging up 25 once-beloved American vegetables that slowly faded out of memory. Golden Crookneck Squash. Golden Crookneck squash is a true American original, grown since the 1700s and still just as tasty today. With its bright yellow skin and distinct curved neck, it's easy to spot in the garden, but it's the buttery flavor and creamy texture that make this heirloom shine. The plants are bushy, compact, and super productive, giving you more squash than you'll know what to do with. These squash are best picked small and tender, perfect for grilling, sautéing, or tossing into summer stews. Unlike modern hybrids, Golden Crookneck has a richer flavor that doesn't need much dressing up. Your grandparents grew it for good reason. If you're after a squash that's flavorful and full of heritage, Golden Crookneck deserves a place in your plot. Glass gem corn. If you've ever spotted corn that looks like a rainbow exploded on the cob, you've probably seen glass gem corn. It was created by Carl Barnes, a Cherokee farmer who spent years reviving traditional corn varieties. Each ear of glass gem is uniquely patterned with jewel-toned kernels. It's not sweet corn, but it grinds beautifully into cornmeal or serves as a breathtaking fall decoration. What makes glass gem corn truly remarkable is the story behind it, a tribute to indigenous seed saving and resilience. It grows well in tough conditions, thriving in poor soil and dry climates. If you want a plant that delivers both beauty and meaning, glass gem corn is more than worth the space in your garden. Red fig tomato. The red fig tomato might be small, but its legacy is not. This heirloom variety was beloved in 19th century Philadelphia, where it earned a reputation for its pear-like shape and sweet, figgy flavor. Your grandparents snacked on them fresh, candied them, and preserved them like actual figs. The flavor is a perfect blend of sweet and tangy, making it ideal for sauces, preserves, or just popping right off the vine. What's great about the red fig tomato is how generous it is. The plants are prolific, producing clusters of bite-sized fruits all season long. Also, they're extremely easy to grow, even for beginners. Long Island cheese pumpkin. The Long Island cheese pumpkin is a true classic, dating back to the early 1800s. Named for its tan skin, this heirloom is packed with flavor. The flesh is dense, sweet, and perfect for baking, soups, or roasted dishes. It's the kind of pumpkin you actually want to eat, not just decorate with. What sets this variety apart is its incredible storability and pest resistance. Unlike modern hybrids, this pumpkin was bred for practicality and taste. The vines are vigorous and need plenty of space, but they'll reward you with a robust harvest. Whether you're carving it, cooking it, or setting it on your porch, the Long Island cheese pumpkin brings both beauty and history to your garden. Amish Deertongue lettuce. The Amish Deertongue lettuce might have an odd name, but don't let that fool you. It's one of the most reliable heirloom lettuces you can grow. Passed down through generations of Amish farmers, this variety is known for its triangular tongue-shaped leaves that are crisp, tender, and full of mild, pleasant flavor. It's a loose leaf type, so you can harvest a little at a time, and it's surprisingly heat-tolerant for a lettuce. That means a longer harvest window and less stress over bolting in the summer sun. The Deertongue also handles early frosts well, making it great for both spring and fall gardens. Strawberry popcorn. Strawberry popcorn might sound like a snack, but it starts as a showstopper in the garden. This petite heirloom corn dates back to the 1800s and is grown more for charm than size. With compact ruby red ears that resemble oversized strawberries, it adds a bold pop of color to any garden bed. But don't let its size fool you. These kernels pack a punch. While not sweet corn, they pop into fluffy white popcorn with nutty flavor. What makes strawberry popcorn special is its dual purpose. It's a beautiful ornamental for fall decorating and a functional crop you can actually enjoy. The plants are compact and don't take up much space, making them ideal for smaller plots. White Wonder Cucumber. This pale-skinned cucumber might look like it forgot to ripen, but don't let its ghostly appearance fool you. It's refreshing and incredibly productive. First introduced in the late 1800s by Burpee, the White Wonder became a summertime favorite for its unusual ivory color. It grows about 6 to 8 inches long and holds up beautifully in salads, sandwiches, or pickling jars. What sets it apart isn't just the novelty. It thrives in heat, resists bitterness, and keeps producing even in tough growing conditions. If you're looking for something unexpected that still delivers classic cucumber crunch, the White Wonder is the perfect hidden heirloom. Boston Marrow Squash. Boston marrow squash was a staple in 19th century New England kitchens. It was once the go-to choice for pies before the rise of canned pumpkin. Its bright orange skin and large, elongated shape make it a standout in the garden. But it's the inside that counts. Sweet, smooth, and fine-grained flesh that melts beautifully into soups, roasted dishes, or baked goods. One plant yields hefty fruit that stores well through the winter, so it's a smart choice for gardeners who want to stock up. What makes the Boston Marrow special is how much you get from so little. It was a pantry hero in the past and still holds its own today. Tennis ball lettuce. Tennis ball lettuce is as charming as its name suggests. This compact butterhead variety was a favorite of Thomas Jefferson and grew at Monticello back in the 18th century. The heads are about the size of, you guessed it, a tennis ball. And they pack a punch when it comes to texture and flavor. The leaves are tender, sweet, and perfect for salads, wraps, or garnishing summer dishes. It matures quickly and thrives in cool weather, making it a great early spring or late fall crop. What's really special about tennis ball lettuce is how tough it is for something so delicate. It can handle a light frost, and its small size makes it ideal for container gardens or tight spaces. Bullnose Pepper. Bullnose pepper was grown in colonial times and praised by Thomas Jefferson. This sweet bell pepper has stood the test of time. Its thick walls and mild, crisp flavor make it ideal for stuffing, roasting, or eating fresh from the garden. The peppers are blocky, bright, and productive, offering gardeners plenty to work with all season long. But what sets the bullnose apart is its adaptability. It grows well in both hot and cool climates, making it a reliable performer in a range of zones. Historically, it was one of the first sweet peppers grown in America, and it remained a staple for generations. If you're looking for a variety with deep American roots and everyday kitchen versatility, the bullnose pepper is a standout. Mortgage Lifter Tomato. The Mortgage Lifter tomato has a name you don't forget, and a story just as memorable. Back in the 1940s, a mechanic named Radiator Charlie bred this tomato in West Virginia. His goal? Pay off his mortgage by selling the plants for $1 apiece. And it worked. That alone makes it a legend, but the fruit is equally impressive. These tomatoes are massive, often weighing up to 2 pounds, with a rich flavor that's perfect for slicing. They're meaty, juicy, and ideal for sandwiches or sauces. The plants are also disease-resistant and reliable, making them a great choice for home gardeners. If you want a tomato that's not just delicious but has a true backstory, this one belongs in your garden. Boston Pickling Cucumber. If you're looking for the perfect pickling cucumber, the Boston Pickling Cucumber is the real deal. Grown in American gardens since the 1800s, this heirloom variety is known for its small, uniform fruits and unbeatable crunch. Early settlers relied on it for preserving harvests, and it still holds its place in pantries across the country. These cucumbers are fast-growing, productive, and compact, great for smaller gardens or container growing. They're delicious fresh in salads, but where they really shine is in a jar of brine. What makes the Boston pickling cucumber stand out is how consistently it delivers. Every fruit is just the right size for slicing into spears or chips, and the vines are easy to manage. If you're planning to try your hand at pickling, this is the cucumber you want. Purple potted pole bean. If you've never grown the purple potted pole bean before, you're in for a surprise. This heirloom dates back to the 1800s and brings a vibrant splash of color to the garden. The deep purple pods grow in long clusters and stand out dramatically against the green leaves. When cooked, they turn green, but until then, they're a visual delight. Beyond looks, this bean delivers on flavor. The pods are tender and stringless when picked young, and the mature beans can be dried for soups and stews. As a pole bean, it climbs easily and produces abundantly, so you'll have fresh beans all season. What makes the purple potted pole bean extra special is its dual purpose, both ornamental and edible. It's beautiful, practical, and it brings a little magic to your trellis. Georgia rattlesnake. Watermelon. Georgia rattlesnake watermelon is a southern classic with an unforgettable name and even more unforgettable fruit. This heirloom dates back to the 1800s and gets its name from the long, striped rind that looks like a rattlesnake's back. But don't worry, this one's all sweet inside. These melons can weigh up to 40 pounds and are packed with juicy, sugary flesh that's perfect for hot summer days. What sets the Georgia rattlesnake apart isn't just size, it's storability. These watermelons were bred to keep well after harvest, making them practical for families who needed to stretch their food through the season. The vines are strong and sprawling, so give them room to run. Jimmy Nardello's Sweet Italian Frying Pepper. Jimmy Nardello's Sweet Italian Frying Pepper has a story rooted in tradition and flavor that keeps people coming back. The seeds came to Connecticut in 1887 with Jimmy's mother, an Italian immigrant who brought her family's favorite pepper to the New World. The pepper itself is long, slender, and wrinkled, ripening from green to a rich red. But the taste? Sweet, fruity, and absolutely perfect for frying. It caramelizes beautifully in a pan, but it's just as tasty raw or roasted. What makes this variety really special is its heritage. The Nardello family grew it for generations before sharing it with the world, and now it's a favorite among chefs and home gardeners alike. It's incredibly productive and easy to grow, making it a top pick for anyone who wants a reliable, flavorful pepper. White egg turnip. The white egg turnip may not look flashy, but it's been quietly winning over gardeners since colonial times. Named for its smooth, egg-shaped roots, this heirloom turnip is all about subtle sweetness and reliability. Its flavor is mild and tender, making it a standout when roasted, added to soups, or sliced thin in a salad. And it grows fast, really fast. In just over a month, you'll have plump, snow-white turnips ready to pull. The plants are compact, productive, and surprisingly low maintenance, making them perfect for any size garden. What sets the white egg turnip apart is how versatile and rewarding it is. Whether you're after flavor, speed, or sheer old-fashioned charm, this root veggie delivers. Hopi blue corn. The Hopi blue corn has deep roots in indigenous American culture. Grown for centuries by the Hopi people of the Southwest, this stunning variety is known for its deep indigo kernels and rich, earthy flavor. It's not sweet corn, but it grinds beautifully into flavorful, nutrient-rich cornmeal. It's perfect for traditional dishes like tortillas, tamales, or blue cornbread. The stalks grow tall and sturdy, and they're impressively drought-tolerant, thriving where other crops falter. What makes Hopi blue corn special is its connection to tradition. It's a living symbol of cultural preservation and agricultural resilience. With its striking color, rich flavor, and powerful heritage, Hopi blue corn is an unforgettable addition to any garden. Fish pepper. Fish pepper is one of those heirlooms that hides an incredible story behind its vibrant looks. With creamy white and green striped leaves, this plant is a visual showstopper, but its roots run deep. It was a prized pepper in African American communities along the Chesapeake in the 1800s, used especially in seafood dishes. The flavor is bold and spicy, with a complex kick that enhances everything from chowder to hot sauce. The compact plants are ideal for containers and add a burst of beauty to any growing space. Once nearly lost, it's now been revived by seed savers who understood its value. Cylindra Beet. Cylindra beet doesn't look like your typical beet, and that's exactly the point. This heirloom from the 1800s grows long and cylindrical rather than round, making it much easier to slice evenly and roast without waste. Its deep red flesh is smooth, sweet, and less earthy than standard beet varieties. That means even beet skeptics might find something to love here. The roots grow straight and uniform, ideal for canning or pickling, and the green tops are delicious sautéed like chard. But what really sets the Cylindra beet apart is its kitchen friendliness. Gardeners love how simple it is to process, and cooks love the mild, tender flavor. It's also a heavy yielder, so one row goes a long way. If you've struggled with tough or misshapen beets before, this one might change your mind. Rattlesnake pole bean. The rattlesnake pole bean isn't just a southern favorite, it's a powerhouse climber with a wild streak. Named for the purple streaks that twist around its green pods like a rattler's markings, this heirloom has been grown for generations in the American South. The beans are tender, flavorful, and stringless when young, and they're just as useful dried for winter storage. As a pole bean, it needs something to climb, but it rewards that vertical space with big harvests all season long. It's heat-tolerant, tough in poor soil, and thrives in hot, humid weather. What makes the rattlesnake bean special is its dual purpose. You can enjoy it fresh or save it for later. Chantenay Carrot. The Chantenay carrot may look short and stubby, but it packs more flavor than you'd expect. This French-American heirloom has been around since the 1800s and earned its place in American gardens with its adaptability and sweetness. Unlike long, slender carrots that struggle in tough soil, the Chantenay thrives where others fail. Its broad shoulders and tapered roots dig easily through clay and compact dirt. The flesh is crisp, juicy, and rich in flavor, making it ideal for fresh eating, roasting, or juicing. What really sets Chantenay apart is its consistency. The roots mature evenly, store well, and retain their sweetness long after harvest. This is the kind of carrot your great-grandparents would have pulled from their backyard patch and served straight off the table. Tomatillo Verde. The Tomatillo Verde is a southwestern staple with centuries of history. This bright green fruit has been grown in the American Southwest since before state lines even existed. With a tangy, citrus-like flavor, it's the heart and soul of salsa verde, but it's just as comfortable in soups, stews, and jams. Unlike some finicky vegetables, Tomatillo Verde is incredibly easy to grow. It loves heat, tolerates poor soil, and produces fruit like it's on a mission. Each plant is a powerhouse, giving gardeners a steady harvest all season long. What makes the Tomatillo Verde stand out is its sheer versatility and resilience. It's drought-tolerant, pest-resistant, and thrives where other plants struggle. If you're after something flavorful and low maintenance, this one's a must-have. Black Spanish Radish. The black Spanish radish is bold, dramatic, and totally unlike your average salad radish. With jet black skin and crisp white flesh, this heirloom has been around since the 1500s and was widely grown in early American gardens. Its flavor is sharp and peppery, more intense than mild red radishes, and it holds up well in winter storage. Often used medicinally in the past, it was once believed to support digestion and overall health. This variety grows large, stores for months, and adds a punch of color and bite to any dish. What makes the black Spanish radish so unique is its character. Grow it if you're looking for something reliable and steeped in history. Ground cherry, Aunt Molly's. Ground cherry, often called Aunt Molly's ground cherry, is one of the garden's sweetest little secrets. Looking like tiny golden tomatillos wrapped in papery husks, these fruits have been grown in Pennsylvania Dutch country for generations. Bite into one and you'll taste something magical. A mix of pineapple, citrus, and vanilla. The plants are sprawling and productive, often hiding dozens of fruits beneath their leaves. They thrive in warm climates and don't need much care once established. What makes ground cherries special is their versatility. Eat them fresh, toss them into salsas, bake them into pies, or turn them into jam, they can do it all. And because they store well in their husks, you can enjoy them long after harvest. Henderson's Bush Lima Bean. Henderson's Bush Lima Bean is a compact, hard-working heirloom that's been feeding families since the 1880s. Unlike pole beans, this variety doesn't need trellising, making it perfect for smaller gardens and container growers. The plants produce clusters of creamy white beans with a mild, buttery flavor that's ideal for soups, stews, or simple side dishes. Originally introduced by Peter Henderson and Company, it became a backyard staple thanks to its dependability and rich flavor. The beans freeze well and dry even better, offering long-term food storage from a single crop. What makes Henderson special is how easy it is to grow. They're tough, drought-tolerant, and surprisingly fast to mature. Which of these delightful vegetables do you plan to try next? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe if you learned something new, and enjoy your day.